Hey everyone, this is Maddie, one of the naturalists here at Gulf Branch Nature Center, bringing you this week's 5-Minute Find. This week we're going to be exploring native evergreens in the park. We're going to discuss what makes them so special and explore why they're so important to local wildlife. Winter can be a tough time for everything, including plants. The cold of winter means that water is often frozen and liquid water can be hard to find. The water in Gulf Branch is still flowing today, but the precipitation that fell yesterday was in a frozen form, and later on in the winter, even the water in the soil will be frozen. The leaves of plants are designed to release water through a process called transpiration, but during times of year like winter, when plants need to conserve this water, this can be really tricky. So some plants lose their leaves. A number of weeks ago, we took a look at deciduous trees and learned about that leaf losing process. Other plants, like our evergreens, have leaves designed to prevent water loss. This eastern hemlock, for example, has really small leaves. Let's take a closer look. The flat, small needles that you're seeing here have a really small surface area that's designed to prevent water loss. So let's check out a few more evergreens in the park. Another evergreen you can find at Gulf Branch is the American holly, like we're seeing here. Hollies are different than pines and hemlocks in that their leaves aren't needle-shaped with small surface areas. However, their leaves are waxy and thick, which is another strategy for preventing water loss. Hollies are different than pines and hemlocks because they produce berries, not cones. However, both the berries and cones of evergreen trees provide a great source of food for wildlife in the winter and are one of the reasons evergreens are so important to our local wildlife. Here we found a white pine, which combines two of the strategies we've talked about so far. Let's get a little closer. If you look closely, you can see not only are this white pine's leaves shaped like needles, which reduces their surface area, but they're also waxy and thick, the same way that the American holly leaves were. This white pine is another reminder of why evergreens are so important for wildlife. They provide shelter from the wind, the rain, and the snow. Tucked in and under the branches of evergreens like this white pine, songbirds, squirrels, and even white-tailed deer will seek shelter during the coldest parts of the year. If you're an Arlington County resident and you own your own property here in the county, I would encourage you to plant some of the native evergreen species we've talked about today. Not only do they provide an awesome benefit to local wildlife that we share our neighborhoods with, but they're beautiful as well. Thanks so much for joining me for this week's 5-Minute Find, and happy holidays.